Hey guys, we're getting ready to go into the Wicked Spoon. Great time to be here. It's a Wednesday morning, about 4 to 10, no line. So look forward to seeing you inside. Okay guys, I'm going to start with some of the breakfast items here. A lot of these are really famous. You've seen them on other YouTube channels probably. This is the Wicked French Toast. These are the braised eggs. I got some sausage, bacon, and some breakfast potatoes. A nice eggs Benedict. And these are their loaded hash browns, which I've heard a lot about. So I'm just going to try a little bit of each and kind of give you my thoughts. Start with the braised egg. It's very good. It has a great flavor to it, although I will say it's probably a little bit overcooked, probably from sitting there a little bit longer. You might want to wait and let them bring out a fresh plate of it, because the eggs are pretty well done. Potato. Very good, very good. They're like a red roasted potato. Really, really good. I'm gonna try some sausage. It's good. It's not what I expected. This is kind of a, it has almost an apple taste to it. It's really, really good. I was just thinking it'd be a breakfast sausage, but it's not. It's really good. It has like an apple wood. The bacon. Good. Here again, I think it's been sitting out a while. But it's good. And the famous Wicked French Toast. I did not get any syrup, but you know what? I've heard this is very sweet anyway, so I'm going to just try it. Very good. Okay guys, I'm going to try their loaded hash browns. Heard a lot about them. Can't wait to try this. And it's got some kind of spicy ketchup to go along with it. These are good. They're loaded with like cheese, chive, and I think maybe some bacon in there too. Really, really good. Really good. And then lastly, we'll try the eggs Benedict. You know, I had thought this had sat out and that the egg was going to be overdone, but as you can see, it's really, really good.
Did you mix it?
The egg looks really good.
I put a little bit of
It's very good. The English muffin may be a little hard, but everything on it is really good. Okay guys, I'm moving on to the lunch portion of the buffet, and you know I had to try the angry mac and cheese that everybody talks about. I can't wait to try this. It looks really good. I got some of the famous chicken with that kind of white Alabama sauce on it. I've got a piece of tri-tip, and I've got some pork shoulder, and one of my favorites, the crispy fried chicken, individually served. Can't wait to try that as well. So let's see how the mac and cheese is.
much younger. It was a while ago. You were standing in the pantry. You were just standing there looking at it. And like 15 minutes, you're standing in the kitchen.
Wow. It does have some spice to it. It's good. This is really creamy, tender. I'm not sure what noodle that is that's in it, but it's very tender. It's got a really nice spice to it. It's really creamy. I like it a lot. Okay, I'm going to try the piece of the pork shoulder. Okay, I think with the pork shoulder, I do a lot of barbecuing, so maybe I'm a little biased. It could be a little bit more tender. The flavoring, though, is very good, but it doesn't have the real tender pork shoulder that I would be expecting, but it tastes really good. Okay, I'm going to try the chicken with the Alabama white sauce. I'll make sure I try some of this sauce. The chicken, I would say it's good. It's not one of my favorites. Here again, I think the skin might be a little underdone. It's not real crispy, but it has a really good flavor to it. And lastly, I'm going to try the, not lastly, next to last, I'm going to try the tri-tip. Now, I will say tri-tip is one of my favorite meats to cook, so I look forward to seeing how this is. Yeah. The tri-tip is good. Maybe a little tough, but it's seasoned well. It tastes really good. Might be just a little tough though. I'm really expecting a tender piece of tri-tip. So, okay. I'm going in, guys, for the wicked fried chicken, which you can't beat the presentation. I will say, guys, this is very good. You know, and I love fried chicken. And I especially love chicken wings.
So
this
Tom,
is very good.
Which item on this lunch plate is your favorite, do you think?
You know, I'm probably going to go with the chicken. You know, I love the fried chicken. And second would be that angry mac and cheese. That is something I haven't had before. The meats, I do a lot of barbecuing, so I have a really high standard, and it all has good flavor, but a little tough, and the chicken, I really look for that crispy kind of skin, and it just wasn't there. But. Okay, guys, this is obviously one of the highlights of the buffet, the dessert, and I can just tell you there, as you saw in the film, there's just a ton of choices, but I tried to get a good variety here. 2 different kinds of gelatos. Mint chocolate chip. This is a peanut butter banana. This is a tiramisu. This is a chocolate molten cake. This is a chocolate ganache. So I'm going to start with the gelato. I think it's very clever. They have these little shovels that go along with the gelato for you to use. I think that's a really great idea. This is the peanut butter banana. Delicious. You can taste the peanut butter, you can taste the banana. It's really creamy, great flavor. I like that a lot. This is the mint chocolate. Really good mint. I can taste the chocolate pieces in there. It's nice and creamy and smooth, but I gotta say, I am kind of a sucker for gelato, so that is really good. Okay, so I'm going to try the Chocolate molten cake, one of my favorites. And you have to love these little pans that they serve them in. I mean, how great is that? Really good. It's still hot. The molten chocolate, really creamy, really, really, really good. And it's amazing. This is still really hot. It's really good. Okay, and the chocolate ganache. This looks really good. This is really good, really chocolatey, but it tends to taste a lot like chocolate frosting to me. So now the cookie's a little hard, but it does have a good flavor to it. It's not my first choice. Tiramisu. Now this is very good. The tiramisu, you can taste the coffee or mocha on top. It's got a really nice cake at the bottom. That's very good. And then lastly, this is it's like a pistachio raspberry pastry. And you can see pretty amazing detail to that. This is really good. The pistachio has a really good flavor to it, and the raspberry and the cookie, really good. I recommend all these. Probably my least favorite, and not because there's anything wrong with it, but to me the chocolate ganache is a little bit too much like chocolate frosting. But overall, between the gelato and the pistachio and the molten, it's hard to pick a favorite.
Hey you guys, we just finished eating at the Wicked Spoon Buffet at the Cosmopolitan in Vegas. It was really good. Unusual selections too, not your normal breakfast/lunch buffet. We got here before 11 o'clock, so we paid $38 versus $45 for lunch. And they did have a lot of lunch entrees. My favorites, I would say, I really like the steak and egg hash. It was delicious, spicy, which you don't see a lot of times at a mainstream buffet. I thought that was really good. And surprisingly, the scrambled eggs, they had creme fraiche, and they were really fluffy and delicious.
And like all buffets, guys, I always end up overdoing it. This was no exception, but the choices were so many. It's like I wanted to try everything, and I certainly did. I think my favorites, I love the angry mac and cheese. That was really different. I like spicy things, and that actually was very spicy. I like the fried chicken. On the breakfast side, I really like the applewood sausage. That was really good. I love those loaded tater tots. Really enjoyed that. They had some really good Asian dishes too that I did not share with you. I had one of the, it was kind of a noodle, spicy noodle dish that was very good. And as you saw, the dessert items, top notch. All those pastries and everything that I had were outstanding. Really recommend the desserts. My overall impression was some things I think might have sat out a little bit long, but you know, that here again, that's what happens when you go towards the end of breakfast, towards the beginning of lunch. I would have liked some of those items to maybe be a little more fresh. I think the eggs Benedict and some of the braised eggs, those would have been a lot better if they had been fresh. They've been sitting out a while. Good flavor and everything, but a little cold for my liking. But overall, loved the buffet. I would definitely come back. I would definitely recommend it.
And I'd say we had really good service too.
Yes,
they were Johnny on the spot as far as refreshing our coffee and taking all the plates away too.
And I think one other thing I would say is my idea of the layout is not the greatest because they have a lot of tables crammed very close together. So it makes getting in and out of the buffet a little difficult. And you are kind of on top of your neighbors. So it'd be nice if they spread the tables out a little bit more and they had maybe some booths and things. But that's the one downside I would say is very, very crowded.
Thanks you guys. Thanks for coming along.